Hello guys, welcome to another video of Microsoft Azure. In today's video, we are going to discuss about creating snapshot from a disk. Okay, so we can create snapshots from a disk, or if you want to create an image out of virtual machine, you can do that as well. I have already made a video on that. You can go and watch it. So today we are going to create a snapshot of a disk, of a managed disk. So suppose you have some data inside your disk, you can create a snapshot out of it, and you can use that snapshot later to again create a disk, or you can attach that, or you can attach that to a virtual machine. Okay, so taking snapshot means just taking a backup of your disk which you can use it. To create it, we'll have to go to disk where your disk is created. So this is my disk which I have created already. If you have not created it, or you don't know how to create it, you can go and watch my previous videos. Okay, so here is my disk. To create a snapshot, you will have to just click on this option which we have available here, that is called create snapshot. Let me click on it. It will give you this UI to add the basic details like where you want to keep this snapshot and all, and you can see the brief definition of snapshot as well. Like, a snapshot is read-only copy of a virtual hard drive. You can take a snapshot of an OS or data disk to use as a backup or to troubleshoot virtual machine issues. Okay, so suppose you got some issue in your disk or in your virtual machine, you can create a snapshot from that virtual machine for a backup, and you can do whatever you want. Either you can delete that, or you can do troubleshoot any issues so that you don't lose your data if you do something wrong or something like that. Okay, so for that purpose you can take snapshots. Okay, and for backup also generally we take snapshots. You can take snapshots daily, you can configure it as well, and you can take that. So now let me add the details. You can select the resource group which you want to use, and add the snapshot details as well. So I will provide this name as my snapshot name, and region. So region will be the disk region where your disk is located, and you will have to select the snapshot type. That can be either incremental or full. So if you are creating incremental snapshot, it will create the snapshot from the last snapshot you might have created. Okay, so it will store all the data from the since the last snapshot, and if you are making it full, it will make a complete copy of your disk. Okay, if you need more details, you can click on this I button and go to this documentation and see it. What are the restrictions and what are the other things about it? Okay, so now source type, source subscription and all are already selected because we have we are creating the snapshot directly from a disk. Okay, here in the storage type you can select it based on your requirement. If you want to select LRS storage type, you can select this as well, and if you want ZRS, you can select this as well. So for ZRS, your data will be replicated to all the three zones. Okay, and for LRS, you will have to replicate your data within a single zone or single data center. Okay, so this is quite highly available, the zone redundant one, and the local redundant storage is not that much available. I mean, still it is 99.95%, and This is 99.9999%. Okay, so if you are using creating the snapshot for your test environment or development environment, you can use this, the locally redundant storage. And if you are doing it for production, I will suggest you to use this, which is zone redundant storage. Okay, now let me click on next. Here you will have to select the encryption like how we have done it in disk. You can select either platform managed key or customer managed key. Okay, if you are selecting customer managed key, you will have to manage your own keys. For platform managed key, generally Microsoft will manage the key for you. Networking, you can select the networking like how we have done for the managed disk. We have three options here: to enable the public access from all networks, or disable public access and enable private access. For that, you will have to create the disk access, and here if you click on create new, you will have to create the private endpoint as well, because we using this private endpoint only you will have to you will be able to access this disk from the virtual network subnet. Okay, to create this you will have to click on add, and from here you can create your private endpoint and add it here. Okay, if you don't know how to create the private endpoint, please go and watch my previous videos. You will have an idea. Okay, I think, let me go back. I think I just I will have to click the backup again. Let me go ahead and click on create snapshot again. Name it incremental or full, you can select. Here in the networking, if you want to disable public access and enable private access, you can select this. If you want to enable public access, you can select the first one, or if you want to disable public access and private access, you can select the third one. So for your organization, if you are working for organizations and they are storing everything privately, you can select the second one, which is the best one to access this disk privately from your virtual network subnet. Okay, for this you will have to create a private endpoint. Now let me click on advanced. So here in advanced, you can allow your data access with Azure Active Directory authentication for this snapshot to be uploaded or exported. If you want to enable it, you can click on it, or you can uncheck it as well. Here in the tags, you can add the tags here. Okay, and finally you can review and create it. If you want to download a template for automation, an ARM template, you can download it and use this template from a pipeline or maybe from your local to create a snapshot. Let me now create it. This is just submitting the deployment, and in few seconds it will start the deployment. The deployment name has been created and deployment is in progress. You can see the input, outputs and the template from the left panel here. Okay, and my snapshot has been created. Now let me click on go to resource. So here if you see, the resource type is snapshot and resource name is snapshot -01. Okay, you can see the details here, source, disk size and all. encryption used, and all the properties, snapshot type and all. Okay, if you click on setting, you can change the settings like encryption, networking if you want to change it, if you want to export this, and you want to change the settings, you can change that settings as well. Okay, here are the properties. In automation, you can always go and export this template to automate creation of the snapshot. Okay, if you want to create a disk out of this snapshot, you can always click on create disk, and after that a disk will be created from this snapshot. You'll have to provide the disk name, and here you can see source type is snapshot, and again source snapshot is already pre-selected here because we are creating a disk from the same snapshot. Okay, so this is how we can create the disk as well. If you want to copy this snapshot, you can copy this as well. Okay, you can provide all the details. If you want to copy somewhere else in some different resource group or different region, you can do that with this, and your snapshot will be kept copied to that particular subscription or that resource group. Okay, and you can use this there as well. So in this video we have covered how we can create a snapshot of a disk. After that, once snapshot is created, how we can create a disk out of that snapshot, and how we can copy that snapshot as well to the different subscription, to different resource group, or in some another region. That's it from this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe my channel. If you have some feedback or suggestions, please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.